All right, welcome back to Pharmacist on Call. Your host, Dr. Shawn Pruitt, your community pharmacist. Your doctors are busy, your pharmacists are busy, they don't have time. For this hour, I do. So call in with those questions and those comments. We're going to get right back into your calls. We've got Ann. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you?
Yes, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
My doctor some years ago, about 6 years ago, put me on lorazepam, and I didn't know much about it. I don't have no computer. I'm a poor person. But anyway, it didn't tell me nothing about this medicine, and I've been on it now for 6 years, and it don't really help me much. But I can't. I've tried to get off of it like 5, 6 times, and I get withdrawals where it burns. My whole body burns. My brain burns. My whole body. I feel like I just swallowed a volcano or something.
Yes, ma'am.
But I want to know. I've been reading up on some stuff, and I just wonder, would the CBD oil help me get off this stuff?
Well, the short answer is yes, ma'am, it will. So what happens is when you begin to go through those withdrawals, like you said, the body gets sick. So what the CBD does is interact with those same receptors, the GABA receptors, to tie them up. But it also takes away the symptoms of the withdrawal, such as the sweating, the fever that you'll experience, and the nausea as well.
You don't experience fever or nothing. It's like you swallow like 9 volcanoes. Your whole body, from your brain to your toes, feel like they're on fire. Yeah.
You're going to have a variety of symptoms with withdrawal, but yes, ma'am, this hemp oil will help you. In fact, some people have come off of their, heavy narcotics altogether, and I'm talking oxycodone, oxymorphone. So certainly, lorazepam, you'll be able to come off of that.
After 6 years, it won't kill me?
No, ma'am, it will not kill you.
I tell you what, when I was trying to come off of it before, I prayed for death because I couldn't go through the withdrawals. It darn near killed me. Yeah.
Withdrawals are pretty rough.
I just wish the doctors would have lied to me and told me the truth about that pill, because if they would, I would never stuck it in my mouth.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, but as far as helping you right now, yes, ma'am, the CBD oil can help you.
How much of that should I take, being a first beginner of taking this stuff? And ever since I've been on lorazepam, I don't know what it is, but it's like I'm allergic to everything. Now, my digestive system is all messed up. I can't even take vitamins without throwing them up. And that's God's honest truth. I put my hand on the Bible, that's the truth.
Well, we may have some other stuff going on there too, maybe some gastroparesis. But to answer your question, I usually tell people to start out with about 3 to 5 drops and just see how you feel, and you can take it up or down from there. And you just leave it under your tongue for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. It hits your bloodstream pretty quick. Most people tell me they feel relief within a few seconds to a few minutes.
Now, I won't have no after effect off it. Is this going to give me a side effect? I have a side effect off of everything else. That's why I'm calling, because I just don't want to have no more side effects. I think if I have one more side effect on it, it's going to kill me. Yeah,
and so that's a good thing about this one. The only side effect I've heard is that people feel better. And so that's the side effect that we want. So no, in terms of any kind of discomfort, I have not had any. And then I use it myself, and I've not had any discomfort. No side effects.
But you use the hep WR.
I sure do.
500 milligrams. I guess it's 500.
No, you're talking about the HempWorks? No, I haven't used that brand. I use Tennessee CBD. So it's made right here in Middle Tennessee.
They said this was made in Kentucky, but when I got it, come from Nevada.
Yeah, I can't vouch for that brand. But, yes, ma'am, I think it would help you. You start with a small dose. It should hit you fairly quickly.
Do you think this is the real stuff, or you think this is some phony stuff I got?
No, I think it's legit. It's just that different companies are going to have, a little variation in their manufacturing processes, and so that might determine how well it works.
Well, I paid a lot of money for this stuff. That's why I just wonder if I got scammed out, or if it's really going to help me.
No.
I'm really looking for a miracle.
Well, I think you should try it, and that's the only way to find out whether or not you got scammed. You said 500 milligrams, isn't like a 30.
I got the 5. I figured I'd start with the 500. They got a 750 milligram, but I didn't know how this stuff would affect me, and I'm about worried about taking anything because I have adverse reactions off of everything I take.
Okay, then start with half of a dropper full, because I'm assuming it's a 30 ml bottle. Okay, yeah, do half of a dropper full.
Okay, another thing I want to ask before you hang up too is about that water you talking about.
Yes, ma'am.
I have acid reflux real bad. I have GERD, and they put me on this medication, and I don't think stuff's working because here for the last 3 days I've been eating. I spit my food right up. It feels like, you know, fire from volcano or something.
What's the name of the medicine?
Yeah, from the medicine.
What's the name of the medicine?
It's called
Start with an O?
R-A-N-I-T-D-I-N-E.
Okay, ranitidine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we recommend the water for that. The water works pretty quickly. Now, I will say this. What's causing it? Are you eating and laying down shortly thereafter?
No, I don't.
Okay, because that's usually what causes it, that and stress. Sometimes in the South, we would love to eat, and we'll get sleepy, and then we want to lay down within an hour or so.
I'm about a 5'6" foot, little skinny, scrawny thing, and I like to get up and move around and, you know, keep my mind active because this lorazepam, I tell you, I don't wish no one to take this. This is devil medicine. I don't care what anybody says. This stuff will kill you.
Well, yeah, some people become slave to it. So I think the hemp oil, you'll notice that you need it less and less. So you'll notice that the lorazepam, the sickness, and the desire for it will go away over time.
That would be great. I'd love to get off this stuff and never take it again. Never.
Yes, ma'am. So I want you to try it and then call back next month's show and let me know how it worked out for you.
Okay, great. I'll do it.
Okay.
If this stuff don't help me and I'm on the wrong stuff, maybe you can get me on the right.
Yeah, we have a brand that works pretty well. Yes, ma'am.
I don't care. I'll pay you $77, whatever. I paid $77 for this stuff.
Okay. Yeah, we've got something cheaper than that.
I'm on SSI, so I don't make much money.
Yes, ma'am.
But I'm desperate. You know, I want off this drug. It's really messed my life up.
Yes, ma'am. All right, well, let me get to some of these other callers here. They are lining up, but you just give us a call next month and let us know how it worked for you.
And what's the name of that water you was talking about? Kangen
water, K-A-N-G-E-N. So tune in because I'm going to talk about it in a little bit here.
Okay, I'll be listening.
Yes, ma'am. All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All righty. All right, bye-bye. Pharmacist on call. How may we help you?
Yes, this is Pam, and I was calling about hemp oil. I was listening to the young lady talking about hemp oil, and I was trying to see if this is an oil that can be used for ADHD.
Yes, ma'am. It can be used for ADHD as well. So what the oil does, it creates a system of balance in the body. What happens in ADHD is your dopamine and your serotonin are kind of off balance. So what this does is it will bring that dopamine down and shut down some of that hyperactivity.
Okay. So how much would you give like a 10-year-old? And then also, like, where can I actually buy it?
You can actually buy it at Pruitt's Discount Pharmacy, or you can go to pruittsdiscountpharmacy.com and go to our store, and you can order it online. So a 10-year-old, I probably start him out with about 5 drops, especially if he's a big guy, and just kind of adjust the dose daily until you get to the point where, okay, now it's starting to take effect. Because the dosage is going to be different for everyone. People's bodies are different, and your system may be different and kick it out quicker. So dosages is something you're going to have to play with.
Okay. So probably 5 drops a day, or?
Yeah, 5 drops a day under his tongue. Make sure he leaves it under there for 30 seconds to a minute, and then let him roll to school, see how he does for the day.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, let's see, we jumped on somewhere. Sue, welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you?
Yes, I have high heart rate, and I'm taking Eliquis. Is there any way that you can get less expensive?
Because it is brand name, ma'am, no, I don't think so. So I think your only alternative is to speak with your physician about getting a coupon card from the company that makes Eliquis. Sometimes they will have zero copay or very low copay offers for some of their patients. Because it is a brand name medication, it's expensive for me to get, and so I can discount it, you know, just a teeny tiny bit. But speak with your doc and see if they have a manufacturer's coupon card.
Okay, and can that be used over and over?
It depends on the program. Some I've seen just one time. Some programs I've seen use up to a year.
Oh, wow, that would be great.
Yes, it just depends on how nice they are.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. All right, thank you. Ashley, welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you?
Hi, good evening, Mr. Pruitt. I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I have multiple sclerosis.
Okay.
And I am taking prescription medication, but I was wondering if you have any over-the-counter products at your store that could be of benefit to me.
For MS?
Yes.
I would actually probably recommend the hemp oil for you. So one of the things that it does is it remodulates the immune system, and issues like multiple sclerosis and lupus and some of the autoimmune disorders, the body begins to attack itself and the organs because it's not sending a correct signal. So one of the things that hemp oil does is its benefit is through what we call signal transduction. It sends the correct signals to the immune system not to attack the body, but not only that, it also, for situations where you may be going through pain, it will also ameliorate that pain as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would take a look at the hemp oil.
Okay. Do you have anything else? Does the water that you sell help as well?
Yeah, we do have some MS patients who are also using the water. It's important for you guys to stay hydrated as well and to keep your pH as close to physiologic as possible. So about 7.4, so that also goes a long way to helping you with your symptoms.
Okay, thanks very much. And do you, so you offer the hemp oil, does that hemp oil have THC?
Well, THC, well, there are two kinds, and so we do have one that does have THC in it. It's our green formula. And then we have one, if you heard Linda, the first caller, mention, it's the black formula. It's THC free. So for those of you who are concerned about drug testing and all of that, the black formula is the route that you're going to want to go.
Okay, thanks very much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for your call.
All right, and where's your pharmacy located?
So we're at 811C Dickerson Pike. If you're familiar with where the Titan Stadium is, we're about 1.5 miles from Tennessee Titan Stadium. Next to our good friends Harold's Chicken. Big shout out to T and Shalene.
Okay, thanks very much, Mr. Pruitt.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All righty, bye-bye. Stay right there. We're up on another break. We got to do it. We'll be right back.